All right, welcome back to another episode on the Lily Show. And today we are having one of our amazing father, an honorable, a PhD holder, a human rights activist, and an esquire, a wonderful lawyer who have been there for a lot of people, a member of parliament, Honorable Dr. Esquire Francis-Xavier. Just stay tuned and enjoy this conversation. And let me tell you, he has written a lot of books. And I think today we'll be talking on or touching a bit on some of them that might be useful to our conversation on the fatherhood. Stay tuned as we go into this conversation. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Honorable, first I want to say that I'm happy meeting you today. I know we have been trying to put you on this show. In as much as you're a human rights activist, you are one person who amazingly fits into this fatherhood segment that we are talking about. And I'm not going to bore you with who a father is because literally, academically, we all know what a father is all about. But I'm going to ask you a very simple question. What does being a father entails for you as a human rights activist?
Well, thank you very much. Okay, so by God's grace and by grace alone, I have risen through different layers of experiences, right? Growing on the streets, going into the orphanage, selling on the streets, then getting into university, becoming a lawyer, becoming a member of parliament, and now having a PhD in law. So I have gone through some level of, I would say, human examination from level to level, right?
I can say yes.
And I mean, my dad, that's my biological father,
Okay.
was so sweet and nice, but lost his job in 1982
Wow.
when he was repatriated from Nigeria.
Oh.
That's the Ghana must go time.
Oh, okay.
And so he just became a desperate drunk. And so we never had his participation in our lives. But when I was adopted from the street into an orphanage, which is the Village of Hope Orphanage owned by the Church of Christ, I began to see and experience what fatherhood actually meant. Like someone who is always there for you, willing to forgive you. I remember many times, that Fred Asari was our father then. Every time I would make one mistake and go back and say, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he said, would you stop saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and just do the right thing? Because how many times will they come and say, I'm sorry?
And you still...
And I still come back and say, I'm sorry. Right? So those simple things and interactions and relationships gave me a clear idea of who a father must be. Like someone who is there for you, even in times of your mistakes, in times of, in your down moments, when you don't get them right, and they project you and give you a reason to have a vision, a direction, and a purpose in life. And those definitions of fatherhood that I saw at the Village of Hope is what truly defined who a father must be to me.
Wow.
So eventually when I eventually got married to Ajwa Kunedu, and by God's grace blessed with 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, I realized that the best way to be there for those kids is 1, give them confidence, 2, show them how much you love them. And that love must be expressed in a way for them to understand that when they do wrong things, they know they have done wrong, and you're able to let them know that it's wrong. When they do right things, you're able to reinforce their rightness. And at the same time, whilst disciplining them in love, you're able to get them to understand who they are, their purpose, their vision, and their direction in life.
Correct.
And for me, every true father must play these roles in the life of their kids.
That's good. You've heard it all from our wonderful Honorable. You said your dad became a drunk when you were still young and you went into the street, right? At that point, what was in your mind? How did you feel? Because we know there are many kids who are in that same position you were then. How do you feel?
Well, it wasn't a good feeling.
Okay.
In fact, I remember the many times that my dad would get drunk and fall into gutters, and we will go and pick him from the gutter and bring him home. That is to say that every child must understand that no human being is perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
So your parents will not be perfect. Your dad will not be a perfect human being. You must understand that. When you fall into the position where your case is that your dad is not perfect, you don't have to give up on yourself because your dad is not perfect.
Not perfect, yeah.
Or your dad has lost his job, or your dad has become an alcoholic, or your dad does not have what it takes to take care of you. I believe that from what I learned growing up and from what I saw, even when your dad is imperfect, you owe yourself a duty to rise above that imperfection
and rewrite the mistake.
In fact, you actually owe yourself an obligation to take care of the imperfection of your dad. But you see, the whole point is that our parents are human beings. They may get some things right. They may get some wrong. When they get it wrong, let us not become judges of our parents. Don't be a judge over your dad. Don't. Because you see, there is some special grace, spiritual grace that God has given your dad, that irrespective of what you think of your dad, he remains your dad.
Of course.
And if you disrespect your dad, you break spiritual rules.
Please, thank you for saying that.
No, because the Bible says that, honor thy father and mother, so that your life will be long. See, so it's simple. It's a spiritual. It's not about prayer. It's not about how much you pray about that. It's not about fasting about that. Bible says that honor them. So it didn't say that honor them when they are good. Honor them when they are perfect. Honor them when they took care of your school fees. Honor them when they didn't take care of your school fees. Honor them when they paid for your trip. No. He says, honor thy father and mother. So irrespective of what you think or what you feel about your dad, honor them.
Good.
And that honor guarantees your own success. Because you can't say that you worship a God you can't see, and yet your own father, your own mother, your own people, you cannot honor them. Lord, I honor you, but you can't honor your dad. That's a mismatch. And it is a reason why many people have got it wrong, and their lives are not going well, and they are blaming witches and wizards. We do not exist. But all they have to know is that they are breaking spiritual rule in respect of fatherhood.
Honorable, I'm so happy. And it's more like you really know the things I wanted you to, speak out to the public. And I know it wasn't easy, and I won't lie to you. There are many kids on the streets who feel the same way or have been in your shoe, just like I said earlier. And they are finding it so difficult to be able to balance the equation. Probably there is nobody around them. Please, you have any words you can say to them?
Well, what I can say to you is that, in the first place, the Bible tells us that we are all fearfully and wonderfully made. So, irrespective of who you are, know that you are in God's plan to be who you are. When I studied sociology as a first degree, one of the theories I came to love about sociology was the theory of social differentiation.
Okay.
Now, the theory of social differentiation is to the effect that we are all different people. Some are tall, some are short, some are fair, some are dark, some are fat, some are slim. We are all different human beings, but that is exactly how God created us. Some were born to fathers who were rich and never turned out well. Some are born to very poor fathers. They turn out well. So you cannot use your physical expression to judge your final outcome as a human being. So irrespective of where you are, whether you love your dad or not, whether your dad was there for you or not. Some may say that, oh, when my mother became pregnant, my dad abandoned us. Some will say, when we were giving birth to, my dad didn't take care of me. Even as a member of parliament, there are many times people reach out to me and say, oh, I'm a single parent. I have 4 kids with this man, and the man is not available. I have 2 kids. My kids are going to school. The dad cannot take care of them, and they want me to take care of school fees, medical bills, etc., etc. And some of those practical expressions reinforces negative thoughts against fathers by their kids. So there are many children who have developed very, very bitter hearts. I mean, I know people who, if they are watching, they will say, oh, because nobody's talking about me. I'm not talking about you. But people who said they refused to attend their dad's funeral because to them, their dad did not take care of them. I've seen people who have refused to visit their parents or their dads on their sick bed because they claim that, oh, he didn't care about us, so I won't care about him. And I've seen so many. I mean, as a lawyer, I've had many cases of kids even taking their own fathers to court in respect of properties, etc.
Wow.
But you see, we cannot change divine laws. I said, I want to be a politician, and I still want to make heaven. Heaven is my ultimate goal. And so I will say it exactly as it is. Because I'm not going to talk to please any human being. When God is pleased, I am happy. The point is that you cannot change divine rules. They are spiritual rules. The father, your dad, by whose sperm you became a coitus and grew to become a living being and was born onto this earth, you cannot disregard him. You cannot disrespect him. You cannot dishonor him and think that everything will be okay. It doesn't work. That's a spiritual rule.
It doesn't work anyway, but let's go for a quick commercial break. When we'll come back, this conversation needs to be continued.
Wrinkles? No. Abro Spray Starch, giving your outfit the crisp, clean, and professional edge that defines true elegance. Abro Spray Starch, step out and stand out.
Mr. James. Hello, sir. How may I help you? Mr. James.
Wow, you look elegantly beautiful.
Thank you.
At this point, I'm no longer sick.
With Abro Spray Starch, elegance is everything.
Wow! What did you use on your dress?
Abro Spray Starch does just the trick.
Wow!
Abro Spray Starch, elegantly bringing out the confidence you need.
Marketed and distributed by Gosharish Ghana Limited, number 5 Spintex Road, Accra, Ghana. For inquiries, please call 0243 690 066. Abro Spray Starch, elegance is confidence.
All right, we're back from this commercial break, and you can see, I think we should be having him every day on the set because this is amazing, honorable. Anyway, but before I continue with him, I want to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors, Francis-Xavier Ghana Limited, the distributors of Abro Super Blast and Abro Spray Starch. They are located at number 5 Spintex Road, Accra, Ghana. And you can also get the product in all the shopping mall in Ghana. And I want to say a very big thank you to Nancy Black for making me look so fabulous. And Nancy Black Studio is located at East Legon. And I want to say a big thank you to our wonderful person by Atu the artist. But then I want to ask, I know you have written a lot of books. Have you written anything regards fatherhood or associated with fathers?
Unfortunately not. I haven't done anything on fatherhood.
But I think you should do that because you are packed with a lot of knowledge that people need to have a copy of.
I agree. I perfectly agree. In fact, it's not only fatherhood. I mean, I am someone who is a bit reflective. Okay. In other words, almost everything I do, I tend to reflect a little bit about them. And in my reflection, I get to understand that I cannot discuss all the reflections with everyone. So mostly, I'll put those reflections in writing. Okay. And that's why when you see me as a human rights lawyer for several years, I have a book on guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
Just to show how our legal system has been turned upside down. Because it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But we have turned it upside down. And I can discuss almost all the many cases I've done in respect of that. So I put it in a book. A book on I am the street lawyer. Just to show how much available I was to the public. Anyone who, I was basically everywhere. Unless you don't have a problem that borders on law, I'll be there.
And that is bringing me to my next question. How do you cope with all this and you are still a wonderful father?
You cannot be a leader, I mean, over people when you cannot even lead your own home.
Thank you.
So, I mean, that's why I don't believe in any politician who says that he is a serious politician when he has a broken home. When your home is broken, how can you fix? How can you fix the whole community, the community, and then the society, right? Yeah. It is a very important message because that is what the Bible says. If you want to lead your home first, because the family is the first unit of every society. It's a basic unit. It is the microcosm of the society. So if you cannot be a father, you cannot lead a small family, then you cannot lead a constituency or lead even like a community or lead like a nation. I mean, that's what I believe, right? So guided by that biblical principle, what I try to do is to have a fair balance between what I do as a public person, as a lawyer, an author, even a preacher, and what I do at home. Wow. I don't believe I'm a perfect human being. Yeah. I don't believe I'm a perfect father. Right. But I make a conscious effort to be there for my wife and my kids. Because I believe that is the first unit of society. If I can succeed in keeping my family together, I can succeed in keeping my community and my society together. Women play very critical roles when it comes to upbringing of kids. Many women are mothers and fathers in one. And it's rather unfortunate. A woman comes to me and says that I have 2, 3, 4 kids with a man. And I'm a single mother. Honorable, we haven't eaten from morning to evening. Okay. Can you find us money to eat something? I'm like, so where is your father? She says he's irresponsible. I'm like, how do you give birth with an irresponsible man with 1, 2, 3, and 4? At least after 1, stop it. Then after 2, stop.
Even 2, let it be like...
What at all has he got that excites you so much that after 1 you still want more? Don't be afraid to leave a man that is irresponsible, that is abusive. Don't be afraid to move away from that man. But then, the other side is that it is what it is. When you have a society with people who are irresponsible, what should the women do? They must take up the responsibility. Irrespective of how they feel, what they feel, for the sake of the future of these children, they must take up that responsibility.
Yes.
You see? And so every woman under those circumstances, single mothers, like some people call some baby mamas and everything, whatever they describe them. Look, I mean, thumbs up for you. You are doing a great job. I mean, keep fighting on, keep working on, keep protecting these kids, keep supporting these kids, and someday, somehow, these kids would always know who took care of them. In trying to be a good father, we must be careful to maintain a careful balance. Some men who are contemplating suicide because you know what, they feel they can't bear the disgrace of not being able to provide or not being able to be available as much as they want to be. There are many men who are really great fathers but get so depressed because they feel school fees is due and I cannot even pay it. And they are asking themselves these questions. What is my value as a man? To hold on fast. Hold on to God. It's difficult, I know, and I understand. But tomorrow will be better than today.
Please don't give up on yourself. Love yourself, just like he said, so that they don't. When they need you, you will not be found wanting. Thank you and stay tuned.
Late night study sessions, endless assignments, and now these urchins and mosquitoes.
You guys are sitting here gisting. Have you done the assignment Mr. Pachi gave us?
How do we do this assignment? These mosquitoes.
Let me quickly upload this and deal with these mosquitoes.
See miracle. Super Blast Mosquito Spray, the all-natural spray to keep your home mosquito-free. Mom, this is what I call a good night's sleep.
Oh yes, baby. With Super Blast, you get to sleep comfortably and wake up refreshed.
Marketed and distributed by Francis-Xavier Ghana Limited, number 5 Spintex Road, Accra, Ghana. Please call 0243 690 066. Super Blast Mosquito Spray. One blast, total protection.
Welcome back from the commercial break. And you can hear from the horse's mouth, we are getting a whole lot of vibes from our wonderful honorable. Please, I want you to stress on those abusive fathers.
When I was growing up, I recall at Accra New Town, wherever Tete is now, I'm sure he's watching. Yeah, but Tete, Tete is just one name. And Mr. Ben is also another one name. But we live in a home with one Mr. Ben. And the son was Tete. And Mr. Ben at the time didn't have a wife. He was only living with Tete. And almost on a daily basis, for whatever reason, whether out of anger against the wife or whoever, Mr. Ben kept beating this young guy. And there are times that Mr. Ben beats up Tete and ties his hands to his legs and then will put like cement blocks on him and lock him up in a room and leave.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's not someone's, I witnessed that personally. In fact, it was one of those things that made me actually do law.
Oh.
Because I was like, how can he be so wicked and abusive as a dad? The essence of your punishment of those kids is to bring them back. The essence of whatever you do to them is to bring them back. So when you do any other thing, we become like physical abuse, psychological abuse, social abuse, then you're actually going out of fatherhood. And so I would just encourage our fathers out there that our children never ask us to go and marry our wives and bring them to this world. When they were somewhere in the realm, in the womb of time, we decided to go and love a woman and then copulate with the woman, impregnate them, and then brought these kids to the world. So we have a duty to take care of these kids. In fact, we have a duty, and we can't even give any excuse. And remember that spiritually, God is going to ask all of us what we did with our kids. Because they never asked us to bring them to the world. We brought them to the world. Yeah, we made a decision. So you are under duty to take care of your kids. So any dad who is out there who is becoming irresponsible, you've left the woman and the kids. Some are angry at their mother, so they are now punishing the kids. They say the mother changed their school, so they don't pay their school fees. They are doing all kinds of things to those kids because of the anger they have to their wives. I beg you, please reform.
Thank you.
Otherwise, the vengeance of God will come upon you. Thank you.
Did you hear him? Please reform, because at the end of the day, you will have yourself to blame. Honorable, I'm so happy today. I can tell you how happy I am. But I have one last question before we come to the end of the program. Please, as a human rights activist, do you think that we should begin to have a mental evaluation on fathers, or can I say on our generation, looking at how things are turning into?
Actually, when I look, if I do a personal diagnosis, I don't know about any other person. That's my personal view. I believe that this generation is a misguided generation.
Okay.
Yeah. We are misguided in so many ways. So I'm not surprised that this misguidance affects fatherhood as well.
A whole lot.
Many men are just messing up because they themselves are misguided. Most of those men are themselves victims of their dad's misguidance. And so there must be a break at a point in time where you say that, look, I want to take personal obligation of what is happening around me. I want to change the story. You see, we must dare to be different. That's why from the beginning of the show, I was talking about the theory of social differentiation.
Yes.
We're all different.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You heard it. Be the change you want to see. Thank you on this wonderful conversation. But we are not going to close the show. We have a tradition we do on my program. And that, if you look in front of you, there are cue cards on the cup. You have to choose each or any of the cup you want and pick the cue card, sort it out, and answer. Pick one and answer the question. You see
Oh, my world. Oh, my God. Let me pick this one.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Oh, do you have a daddy survivor kit for tantrums and meltdowns? What is in it?
Do you? For your kids, do you?
I think I do.
Okay.
But it is not a physical survivor kit.
Okay. How is it?
Good. I think it is maybe I'll say a mental survivor kit.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I have meltdowns a lot.
Okay.
And I experience tantrums a lot.
Oh, okay.
But anytime those things happen, I deploy all the arsenals in my survivor kit. Yes. And what are those arsenals?
Okay.
I remind myself, one, of who I am, the purpose of why I'm on earth, and the need to fulfill that purpose irrespective of the view of other people. So I don't pay attention to those tantrums. Nor do I pay attention to any of those. So the meltdowns, I naturally have those meltdowns.
Okay.
And when I have them, I come home, turn on my TV, listen to some saxophones, and some cool music. Perhaps jump into the pool and swim. And I'm fine.
Okay.
And the biggest scripture I use to resolve all these matters is Psalm 23. So I'm always, irrespective of whatever I hear, I'm like, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
That's it. That is a wonderful survivor kit there. Thank you so much for
I agree.
presentation. Thank you for honoring our invitation.
Pleasure is mine.
And thank you for speaking on behalf of the fathers for us. God bless you.
Bless you.